Hey guys, welcome back. This is Anil Sharma, motivational speaker, corporate trainer, and life coach. What is the ultimate key for achieving lasting happiness? What should I do in my life, in my professional life, in my emotional life, in my interpersonal relationship life, in my personal life also? What should I do so that I can get lasting happiness? I can achieve a sense of inner joy, self-fulfillment, and happiness. This is the question which comes across in the life of any person at any stage of life. I have seen scores of people who do ask this question during my training programs and my seminars. So I do not answer this question directly because achieving inner sense of joy, inner sense of satisfaction, and achieving a kind of lasting happiness is always subjective. It cannot be generalized. So when this question comes up, I just tell them one story. I just always narrate them one story about a professor who, unlocked this secret of achieving lasting happiness in life through a wonderful, incident that happened. So the story goes like this. There was a very famous university in any Western country. I think in America or Europe, there was a very famous university. I don't exactly remember the name, but I read this story somewhere. So there was a very famous university, sort of Ivy League university, and a particular batch of students who did pass out from that university 15 years ago. They did arrange alumni meet, alumni association. They did arrange a meeting in the university campus, and the convener of that meeting was a particular professor. The particular professor was very witty, very intelligent, very creative, and he was also very famous for making coffee that was really wonderful, that was awesome, very tasty, delicious. That professor was famous, and a student knew this. During their time in university campus, they did, they had the opportunity to taste coffee prepared by a professor number of times. So when this particular alumni association meeting was organized, all kind of students who did settle in their life, some became bureaucrats, some became politicians, some became, successful entrepreneurs, some were not so successful. They could not achieve that level of success. So they were not happy. Talks were going on like this. The people who did not achieve success, that level of success compared to their, classmates, batchmates, they were sort of depressed, little bit down, and little bit, not enjoying the things that were going on all around. So the scene was like this, and professor was watching all this from the corner of his eye. During the course of things that were going on in that particular meeting, somebody from the group demanded that why not taste coffee prepared by Professor Sir once again. We were so fond of his coffee when we were in university. So that particular student, former student, demanded, and others also supported it. So initially professor resisted. He initially, was a bit resistant, but the demand, grew in tone and tenor. He relented. So he said, "Okay, you wait for a couple of minutes. I'm going inside the pantry and I'll prepare coffee for you." So he was overhearing what conversation was going on. Conversation was going on about life, that I have money, we have facilities, we have a reasonable level of success. But even after that, happiness, inner satisfaction, and joy is eluding us. So that particular professor was overhearing all that kind of stuff. When he came back in the hall, in the meeting hall, he had a tray full of cups, different sizes, different shapes, different cups having different texture, made by different metal. Some cups were made by steel, some were made by glass, some were made by wood, some were made by fine metal with intricate carvings on them, and every cup was filled with coffee. Coffee was, of course, tasty, very tasty, steamy, tasty coffee. So when professor started serving tea to all the people who assembled in that particular seminar hall, the many people, rushed for cups that had intricate carvings, that were made of, precious metal. Some could get hold of cups made of wood. Some got cups made of, plastic. Some got hold of cups made of, cheap metal, aluminum cups, like that. So the people who got hold of cups which was made of precious metal, which had intricate carvings on them, on that cup, different cups, they were happy. They were delighted to get hold of that cup. And the people on the former student who got hold of the cup, who got the cup made of, aluminium, made of iron, made of wood, made of plastic, they were sort of down. They were not, not happy because others, their competitors, had got hold of the cup, which was made of fine metal with intricate carvings on them. So it was really, sort of depressing thing for them. So professor, while observing all this, finally he said that you were talking about, you were facing different problems in life. The life is not fair, and you are having reasonable level of success, but even after that, success is not able to give you lasting happiness, inner joy, and peace of mind. What do you think? What is the reason for that? Professor did ask this question to his former students. So there was no definite answer. So finally, professor revealed the success. Finally, professor revealed the secret, the ultimate key for happiness. He said to all the students assembled in the seminar hall that in all these cups, coffee prepared by me is the same. The coffee and the taste of the coffee which you will taste, whether the cup is made of wood, whether the cup is made of silver, whether the cup is made of gold, whether the cup is having intricate carvings studded with diamonds, the taste of the coffee is same. Same is the case with life. You are attaching your happiness, you are, tying your happiness to physical possessions, what you have in life. But the taste of life is same for everybody. Whether you are in government job, whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you are a housewife, whether you are a student, whether you are a corporate trainer, whether you are a motivational speaker or whatever. So what you are doing at the moment that's eluding you inner happiness and lasting happiness and inner joy. What is eluding? Why it is eluding you? Because you are focusing on the cup. You are not focusing on the taste of the coffee that is inside the cup. So suddenly it dawned on the students that what professor is saying, and whatever he was saying, that was right. Friends, same is the case with us. We are focusing on big bank balances, which is of course very important, but that is not alone what is going to give you inner happiness, joy, and peace of mind. The life itself is happening every day. The wonderful miracles of life are happening all around you every single day, every single moment. But what we have done, why happiness, why inner joy is eluding us? Because we have turned a blind eye to this, and we are focusing on the things that cannot give lasting happiness. They can give transient, they can give temporary happiness, because we have tied our happiness to a cup made with fine metal with intricate carvings. The moment cup is gone, or the moment the cup is broken, our happiness is also gone. So the writing on the wall, the moral of the story is never tie your happiness, your inner joy, your peace of mind to things outside you. The fountain of inner happiness, inner joy is, within you. You just have to look inward and you have to find it out, and then you should start tasting the wonderful things life has given you. You should start, relishing, enjoying in an attitude of gratitude, with an attitude of gratitude towards whatever life has given to you. That's how you can get inner joy and lasting happiness in life. I see a lot of people who are struggling, who are, making themselves, they are doing a lot of things that is costing their, health, they're costing their mental wellness, they're costing their interpersonal relations with children, relations with colleagues, relations with employees, relations with a spouse. But they are not pausing for a moment, and they are not realizing that there is something within. There is something within you, only and only that can give you lasting happiness, inner joy, and peace of mind. I hope you would have liked the video. If you did like the video, press the bell icon, like, subscribe, and share. And thanks for watching.